Alrighty, you guys. I have Mommy with me, but these are some of the Temu paintings I got for me. So Mom hasn't seen these, I don't think. But
Hi, you guys. How are you doing? Hope you guys having a nice day.
I really want to see what this one looks like. Like, this one is ironic to me being sick recently. But also, I thought this was gorgeous. It's lungs and a heart, but plants. And since what I had was an infection in the lungs,
You were sick for almost 2 weeks.
I had a lung infection and lungs with a heart. And I saw this painting before I got sick, actually, but like, ironic the timing for it. And it is a gorgeous painting. I thought this was gorgeous. It looks gorgeous now that I have it in front of me as well. You got nice trains. I'm sorry if you hear the dogs barking. I hear people getting in and out of cars, so there is not much I can do.
I don't know if I like them. I do not know.
Pinks, oranges, greens. Kind of what you would expect. So what do you think of this?
It's pretty.
Nice and light colors. You got like a leaf here. This leaf reminds me of a plant, but I can't figure it out. And then you have like roses, and then you have your heart here.
Yeah.
And you have the few little organ parts there. I don't know. I really liked this photo. What is kind of ironic, I saw this before I got a lung infection, and then got a lung infection and got this while I had. I mean, it actually, I guess, shipped pretty fast because it wasn't that long before that. And oh, look, there's a few little like blood droplets or something off the heart too.
Yep, I see that. That's pretty.
It looks like it looked in the photo. So I am very happy with that. I was afraid that it might not look that nice in person. You know, like the image looked nice with the drill field, the size of it, it wasn't going to work out. But I think that looks very nice. Random letters, 20 of them. And again, this drill field looks pretty clear. I mean, some of the letters are a little thinner lined, like that D in there. The K's are a little bit of that kind of blurrier text, but they're still very easy to read. The D's there are in black, the O's are in a darker red, the green's in one of those like kind of shiny bright reds with the like kind of more blurry-ish text. So I don't think I'll have an issue with any of the letters. You have a little bit of confetti with the J's and I's at the bottom here. And then of course you're going to have some confetti in the detailing of all these little flowers and heart and veins. But you got color blocking out there. So anybody that likes color blocking, do the background. Anybody that likes confetti, do the center.
Pass it back and forth.
But that just was so gorgeous. I had to. I absolutely had to. All right. So
What's your next one?
yeah, like I said, Mom hasn't really seen, or maybe she's seen them because we send photos back and forth to each other and stuff. But this one's a nice puppy.
Oh,
Nice little border collie. You got marigolds
yep, that's what those are.
and like a starry skies type thing. But he's not on Earth. You got like a moon looking thing there, but then like the planet looking things there, and that's not Earth's sky.
Nice, on a different planet.
And you got mountains in the background. It's a gorgeous picture, and I don't mind all this confetti-ness going on up here, like instead of just a black sky. But
All right.
definitely not Earth. Look how bright the marigolds are going to be. Look at that. Look how bright those are going to be.
That's a pretty orange.
And you got yellows, oranges, blues, some greens here, darker green browns there, gray, black. Look at those colors. Nice colors. And again, it is in a train.
Good. And you're pretty.
Very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a border collie. Have you had a border collie?
No.
I mean, I've had Australian Shepherds. I've had, you know.
I had a cattle dog.
A cattle dog is?
Not this one. It's the one with the multicolor.
Oh,
short.
you had the healer, the
Yep.
blue healer, or red healer,
Yep.
the cattle dog, not the
Right.
border collie. Okay. The short-haired little.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. And then the Aussie. So again, we've had our herding style dogs, but not the border collie.
I had that, and I found it at home with a truck driver.
All right. So like I said, the sky definitely is not what our sky looks like, but you could call it like an artistic take on a sky, or you could say that this is a new planet that it's a space style movie and humans have settled on this planet. They're growing some marigolds so the Earth is profitable, and still got your human farmers with their dogs and
Yep. His poor ears laying back.
it's not laying back. It's flopped over like the Australian Shepherds, or that's how it's supposed to be. It's just kind of flopped over. They don't stand tall. They just kind of flop down. The ears are normal. This part is just fur. That's just extra fluff. See, isn't it cute? The drill field looks good. Hey, yay, you got oranges that are O's, darker orange that are D's, and G's are white. Yay! But I thought this was absolutely gorgeous.
It's pretty.
Again, you have 1 is 1 down through 8 is 8, A down through U, 24 colors, 40 by 40. Nice picture. And yeah, I'm making Mom sit here through me opening my paintings, which
That's
has
all right.
nothing to do with her.
Okay. Just to visit with you.
So this one's one of the black ladies. They have so many gorgeous black ladies lately.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my third, I do believe.
She's pretty. I like her.
Huh. There was no boat with this one.
No fault.
There's no boat. Not that I mind, but there was no boat with this one. Look at those colors. Oh, look at those colors. Those blues, the purples, oranges, cream. Oh, look at those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some nice looking colors. Hopefully that brown is her skin. I hope that brown is her skin tone.
So too. Yeah, see? Look at those big eyes, those lashes.
Yeah. So she has like her decorative here, her decorative bracelets, and the head covering.
Mhm.
She is a little off center. This is off here, but there's space over from that shoulder there. I don't know why the painting wasn't just kind of centered, but I thought she was still gorgeous.
That you could have brought her over just about that much.
Yeah, this whole shoulder here could have, and that might have still even cut this shoulder off if you brought this shoulder to that edge. But I don't see why we couldn't have put it like this. This extra here could have just did that.
Yeah.
Make her a 30 by 50. Cut, it down. Even if you were to cut some of this shoulder out, a 30 by 50 would kind of line the face up a little better, in my opinion. So that made me question getting this one. Mom actually showed me this one, and I told her no, not to get it. Because I was looking at that, and I'm like, eh. And also I was looking at the white spot on the shoulder here and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how that's going to turn out. So I turned Mom down on getting it for me. And then I saw it again. It's like, she's really pretty. So I ended up buying her. I had to have her. All that cover sheet laid down nicely. Oh, and she smells.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
She is double-sided?
You could pick that up.
Ooh.
I think you could pick that up.
Hang on.
Maybe I'm not. My hand. No, she's glue.
It's not, yeah, it's not.
No, she's glue.
Yeah, it's glue. It's not tape. It smells like double-sided. It really does. But no, it is poured glue.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike one of the previous videos you guys probably will have seen by now, where I had one that was just like this, that was a double-sided. This one smells like it, but that just
it smells.
rolled. It didn't peel like tape does. So this is a poured glue, not a tape, but I'm kind of surprised because it smells. It does not smell like. But I tried to peel at the bottom corner here, and it just kind of stuck to the tool and just kind of picked up in line, like a sticky line, not like the tape does. Tape just rolls off. So I am going to say it's poured glue, but it smells like double-sided. But it didn't cut and roll off like double-sided. It did stick slightly to the tool and to the canvas like poured glue. So that is a tiny ass key. Look at how tiny that key is. That is a tiny key. But 1 is 1, 7 is 7. And then you get a stop sign at 8, a lollipop at 9, an L at 10, triple dots at 11. So it's more like your Diamond Art Club lettering. Yeah. There's a P on 17, D on 25, A on 29. So like numbers follow in order for a bit, and then random letters and symbols, which I don't mind letters and symbols. I'd much rather have these 3 dots than a G, O, and D. I'd much rather have the lollipop than a G, O, and D. Like, thank you. The equals, the return sign, the airplane, like, give me any of those instead of letters that are similar, like a K and an R, a D and O and a G, or... But there's still D's in this one right there in her head. And again, these are the circles I like. This is how I like if they're going to do, like, a circle type thing. You see how this lollipop-like shape has this light circle on it, but it is almost the same color as the background. And then this D, you can see how the color, there is like a very light circle on that. If you can see, there is a darker color in between them, but barely. And then like this 4, you can see the lighter circle, but it's almost the same color as the background. So if your drills are off, you really won't notice. And then you have some like these red ones, which you might, but this is how I prefer it. If you're going to do some type of circle, and you can see the H here, how it has the highlight, and there's a little bit of darker blue behind it, but it's not a crazy white circle. It's not going to stand out. And then this very light gray line on those ones.
She's pretty.
She is really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I hope they pick the right skin tone for her. I hope she looks nice because she does look gorgeous. And I have 2 other ones. So I have 2 other ones so far that you guys may or may not have seen because I also gifted them to T. So I didn't show one of them purposely because I wanted her to not seen it before she unboxed them. So I don't know if I showed you the other 2 or if you would have just seen them in the gift video to her. But she is my 3rd, and this will be my 4th. Now this one has a lot more going on. And this one, again, they had 2 ladies that were kind of like this. This one I liked a lot better than the other one. So this one's very summery. Gorgeous, summery black lady. She kind of reminds me of her...
No boat.
No boat. Hey! A lot of us complain about how often we get boats and have to throw boats away because we have so many boats.
Right.
So this company may not be giving boats out with their paintings anymore, which for some of us is a plus. So pinks, oranges, grays. Nice colors. And she is a very dark black lady. She definitely looks a lot darker than the other lady to me.
Yeah.
The other lady had a lot of dark shadow on the side of her face and stuff, but even the brighter part of her skin looks like she's going to be a lot darker. And then she has the nice black afro going on. You see that with all the flowers in it? Gorgeous curly puffy hair. Reminds me of what your hair used to look like.
Thank you.
No, you used to have, my mom used to have hair like this. She used to have the big puffy, granted it was blonde, but it was like a big puffy afro style hair like this. She used to have hair like this, like literally when I was a kid walking around the store, if I lost my mommy, I would just look for the fluffy hair walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like, that was my mommy.
There she is.
Her hair has straightened out as she's gotten older.
That's because I always, and I'm flicking it back, putting it in a ponytail for work.
So you think it would still curl like this if you didn't always tie it back?
Yep.
Okay, now this has a slightly thicker cover sheet.
Yes, it's got a very thick cover.
Doesn't have as much of a smell as the last lady. But I am going to try to check if this is double-sided or poured glue again. I love how that covered. Wow, that just...
It does have a smell.
Oh, yep, nope, there it is. I didn't smell it at first. There it is. But yeah,
Nope, it has a smell.
she's definitely a nicer, dark black
But
lady.
it is
Nice
different
afro.
than the other glue smell.
Gorgeous blue eyes. Look at those blue eyes. And then you got the blue and yellow butterflies in here, the pink yellow flowers, like, and then purple-ish colors. Like, I think this is really gorgeous. It reminds me of Rainbow Lady, because the Rainbow Lady had like the butterfly flowers type things to her.
Now you could do another rainbow lady and be done.
I'm actually thinking of just doing like an African woman,
Yeah.
or even broaden in, just do races, like not just narrow it down to the black ladies, but do Mexican, Indian, black, Native American, or like some type of heritage, like something. So again, you do have a tiny key. Again, the 1 is 1 down to 7 is 7, and then the lollipop is back, and there's an X. But that isn't like the letter X. That's more like a stop sign type X or something like that. This looks like a speaker symbol, but without the like speaker waves coming out of it. You got the plane down here, money sign, triangle in the top corner. So let's see. The other issue I'm having with telling if this is double-sided or poured glue is they don't have much of an edge left on this painting at all. It's very, very centered to the line.
To the corner.
No, it's definitely poured glue. It is definitely poured glue.
It had a different smell.
I mean, it smells bad like the double-sided, but look at this. If this was tape, it would roll up. See where it's the glue that's just kind of stringing? You see that? That is definitely poured glue. But it smells strong like double-sided. But that is definitely a type of poured glue. I had to verify, especially after that canvas I had recently that tricked me, that I would have thought the same. But yeah, there she is. Such a gorgeous lady. I really do like her. And next one. This one is going to be a lot of black. Mom's like, nope, I don't like it. Like, it's a lot of black. It is a lot of black. This one, I kind of want... This one, I kind of want to do something special with.
Oh, speed.
It is this gorgeous crystal bee. And I used a word there that also goes along with diamond paintings, which I think this would look gorgeous in crystal.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against these nice yellow drills I have in there, right? Those are pretty yellow drills. But it looks like a crystal glass, gorgeous, shiny, and like, yeah, like see-through, like light is just glowing through a glass bee sculpture. Could you imagine this in crystal?
Yeah.
Change all these yellow type colors to crystal. Still leave the black as normal drills, because you don't really have a black crystal anyway. It doesn't really work. But this shine, all being shiny crystals.
Yep.
So, I mean, that sucks because that's a lot of crystal I'm going to have to get or use for it. But it really looks like it wants to be a crystal painting. Those yellows are nice. I think it'll still look good like this. But I honestly think that would look really gorgeous turned into crystals.
Pretty. Yeah. You do it.
And a lot of black.
Yeah,
like I said, you won't like the amount of black in
do
this. Well, I gotta find a way I can buy a good quantity of yellow crystal. Because I'm gonna need a lot of yellow crystal to do this.
Different shades.
Yep. And Joann's doesn't have crystal. They have some ABs, but they don't have crystals. So I'm going to have to find somewhere where I can order like specific color crystals. Because I know a few places where I can order like all of the color crystals or something, or get like 200 of, 20 colors or something. But that's not going to be what I want to do this whole painting. So I'm going to have to find somewhere I can order crystals for this guy. I also have another painting that's all crystals, that lady that I'm working on. I'm missing one of the colors. So I need a crystal color for her. So if anybody knows where I can order bulk crystals of specific colors, not like a 40 color pack, or bulk crystals of specific colors, let me know. Because I really think I want this to be all crystals. I got a crystal lady I'm missing a color for, so... Look at the bee. So shiny and pretty. I probably would leave this and this in the reflection here, possibly, as normal drills. And again, just put the shine in the bee, not the reflection or the ground. Right. So pretty, though. I was afraid of how this would turn out, honestly. It's like, it looks like a nice glass sculpture. I was afraid how it would translate into a diamond painting with these see-through wings and everything. So hopefully it turns out nice. I'd like to try to do it in crystal, though.
You will.
1-1 down to 8 is 8. A down through U on 24. So that's all good. Nice clear drill field. Gorgeous
Not
little
bad.
bee.
You got some nice picks there.
Yeah, and again, 40 by 40, 40 by 50 for all of it.
There.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed those. I think they're all really pretty. I think they all look how I was hoping they'd look.
Yep, they look nice.
So, hopefully you guys have a nice day, night, or morning. Hopefully you guys get to work on some of your diamond paintings.
You guys stay safe out there, all right? You have a blessed day.
We'll have more for you.